I'm not like him, I promise.
He loved me when I was broken, when I couldn't trust anyone, when I barely believed in myself. But the man who healed me was also the man hiding the truth that would break me all over again. After the wedding disaster I survived months earlier, I thought I'd never feel anything again. Love felt like a wound, still bleeding. Every promise sounded like a lie waiting to happen. I didn't sleep. I barely ate. And every time I saw a wedding photo online, my chest tightened like it remembered the moment I was left standing alone. Then I met Ethan. It was a rainy afternoon. I ducked into a small cafe near my apartment, soaking wet and exhausted. And there he was, sitting alone with a notebook, sleeves rolled up, hair messy, glasses fogged from the rain. He looked up at me, and for the first time in months, someone's eyes didn't make me flinch. He smiled gently, not the kind of smile that reaches too fast or hides too much. Just warm, human.
Rough day?
He asked. I laughed. The first time I had in weeks. I didn't know then that this stranger would soon become the one person I trusted again. And I didn't know that he wasn't who I thought he was. Ethan became my routine, my calm, my unexpected brightness. We talked for hours in that cafe, sometimes about books, sometimes about heartbreak, sometimes about nothing at all. He listened like my words mattered, like I mattered. When I told him about my ruined wedding, I expected pity. Instead, he said,
Pain doesn't define you. Someone else's cruelty doesn't get to write your story.
His words stayed with me. He didn't rush me. He didn't push. He just showed up, day after day, cup after cup. And slowly, I started feeling like myself again. I thought he was my second chance, my safe new beginning. But beginnings can lie, just as easily as people can.
The first sign came quietly. We were walking home after dinner. He held my hand, warm, steady, but when his phone buzzed, he let go. Too quickly. He looked at the screen, his face tightening, jaw clenching just slightly. I asked, "Everything okay?" He forced a smile.
Yeah, just work.
But that wasn't a work face. That was a past face, a haunted face. I recognized it because I used to wear it. He changed the subject. I let it go, but something inside me whispered, "Not again. Please, not again." One evening, while he was cooking, His phone lit up on the counter. A photo appeared. A woman smiling at the camera, holding a newborn baby. My stomach twisted, not from jealousy, but from the familiarity. The caption read, "She looks more like you every day." Ethan rushed to grab the phone, but it was too late. I had seen everything. He froze. I froze. Silence filled the kitchen. Heavy, sharp, suffocating. "Who is she?" I whispered. Ethan closed his eyes, and the truth came crashing down like a storm I wasn't ready for.
I should have told you sooner.
He said.
I wasn't trying to hide her or the baby. I just didn't want to lose you.
"Lose me?" My voice cracked. "You lied to me." He shook his head.
No, I avoided the truth. That's different.
But was it? The woman in the photo, her name was Claire. She was his ex-wife. The baby was his daughter. And he had been fighting for custody. Quietly. Painfully. Secretly. I wasn't angry at the fact he had a child. I was angry because he didn't trust me with the truth. After everything I'd been through, I thought honesty was the one thing he would give me freely. But even the man who healed me was capable of breaking me. "Why didn't you tell me?" I asked. He looked at me like a man drowning.
Because I didn't want my past to ruin our future.
His voice trembled.
I fell for you when you were at your lowest, and I didn't want you to think I was broken too.
That hurt more than anything. Because I was broken, and he loved me anyway. Why couldn't I love him with his flaws too? But trust is a fragile thing. Once cracked, it doesn't always fit the same way again. "Do you still love her?" I asked. He stared at the floor, and the silence that followed was my answer.
I walked to the door, heart heavy, hands shaking. Ethan didn't chase me. He didn't beg. He just whispered.
I'm sorry. I wanted to be your healing, not another wound.
I turned back to him, the man who mended me, the man who hid from me, the man I almost loved. And I said softly, "You were my healing, just not my forever." Then I left. Outside, the night was cold, but honest, brutally honest. And for the first time in a long time, I chose myself first, even if it hurt.
Sometimes the people who enter our lives at our lowest are the ones who teach us the most. Not all love is forever, and not every heartbreak is betrayal. Some endings happen simply because two broken stories can't heal in the same place. And even when someone holds your heart gently, they might still carry wounds you're not meant to fix. If this story touched you, tell me what you think she should have done. Your voice might help someone who's standing in that same moment right now. And if you want to hear more stories like this, feel free to like, subscribe, or come back for the next chapter of Love, Lies, and Lessons.